to buy property here in London or New York City or Los Angeles or basically any city in the world is gonna take 6 figures to buy for the most part, especially if you're buying. This is very high-end property here. So what I love about this is I know I got a lot of people following me who are just starting out. Maybe you're 18 years old or you have bad credit and you see all this stuff about people becoming millionaires with real estate, most millionaires in the world from real estate, and people just go, that'll never be me because I'm too far in a hole. Well, guess what? I'm giving you a way out where there's no hole. Whatever your background is, as long as you got some common sense, you could start operating. You could start small, build it, build it, build up. I'm gonna call this the $15 million London business plan. So basically, what you do, you talk to people you know, you look for real estate for sale signs, you ask friends of friends, parents, anybody who has an extra spot, and you say, look, I'm gonna put it on Airbnb, and there's a few other websites, by the way, it's not just Airbnb, and I'm going to manage it all like a concierge for you. And then I'm gonna take a cut. So you get a cut, you split it with them. You can do different splits. You can do 50-50 or 80-20 or whatever makes sense in your area. But guess what? Now you're in the real estate game. So I'm gonna actually, I haven't done this since the beginning of the year, since January. So I'm gonna do a special right now. I'm gonna put a link, get in the HSMC course. I have people teaching in it who are doing it around the world, males, females. Brian Page is somebody who went, I mean, these are rags to riches stories, breaking down throughout the program. It's a 2-month program, the next 60 days. Give me 60 days in this program, and I'm gonna teach you how to turn this into a gold mine for yourself. I explained how I do it, because sometimes people go, oh, Tai, you don't explain the basic premise of what you're talking about. Is this a scam? It's not a scam, it's Airbnb and a few other websites. We're gonna show you how to create the page, how to optimize it, how to get organic traffic. We're gonna give you scripts so that you can go to people who own real estate, and if you don't know what to say, we'll give you an exact script you can download and say. You can email it to them, you can call them, you can leave them a flyer. You know how much real estate, especially now, there's a little bit of a recession coming around the world. You know how much real estate's gonna be sitting there? Airbnb is one of the biggest phenomenons in history. I mean, you're talking what they call a unicorn, a beyond a unicorn, multi-billion-dollar company, because it just makes sense. How many people do you think in your city, in your town, even if you live in a small town, even if you don't live in the US, even if you don't live in the UK, you know, how many people do you think have a vacation place that they only go to a few times a year, an older couple maybe? Well, they'd love to have income as much as you know? So tell them you'll rent it out, you'll do the work. We'll teach you how to do the concierge work. We'll actually teach you how to automate it and get other people to do it. So this is one of those opportunities. You know, there's so many opportunities in the world now. There's a guy made 15 million bucks in 2017 and making even more now without owning any real estate. There used to be these fake scam infomercials on like 20 years ago that would say, oh, you can buy millions of dollars of real estate with no money down. Well, I own a lot of real estate. It's kind of true, but they were kind of lying, you know? You kind of do need good credit to buy a lot of real estate. You kind of do need a lot of cash. But this isn't buying. Let someone else own the property and you get the cash flow from it. You split the cash flow, it's even better. And I'll tell you what, I got a guy in my mastermind, Tony. He literally bought a property. He's actually teaches in the course. So for those of you who click the link and jump in the course, I'm gonna keep this link open. You have 5 days left. So when you get in the program, Tony will show you how he bought a house on the beach. I think it's like, I forget where it is, in somewhere in Florida. It was $300,000 house. And he said it's paid off. It's gonna be paid off. This is the 3rd year of his doing Airbnb. He has a technique. He doesn't even use Airbnb only. I'm gonna show you Tony's technique. Imagine buying houses. And in the past, if you could pay off a home in 10 years from renting it, it was considered a miracle. He's doing it in 3. The one thing that I wanna say, and the reason I opened this in January, I led a small test group. This is my 2nd test group. This is HSMC 2.0. By the way, HSMC stands for a home sharing management company. That's what I'm gonna teach you how to build, a home sharing management company. So you can let somebody else own the property. You can start with 0 capital. You can start with horrible credit. Oh. It just works. It just works. In fact, I'll try to post a screenshot. There was a girl who got in the program and she sent me, she's made her first 20,000 bucks in it. She didn't make 15 million. Not everybody's gonna make that much, but she made 20 grand. She wanted to thank me. And the course wasn't even $1,000. By the way, one of the things they should have taught in school, you think there's any college in the world teaching you how to start at HSMC? No, there's not, because the professors don't know how to do it. It's too cutting edge. And I've been telling people since 2016, when I launched social media marketing agency program. Now 40, 50,000 people have gone through it. Now I own the trademark on it. People were like, wow, it was so easy to make money in 2016. Now it's a little bit harder. You can still do it. Social media agency it still works amazing, but not as well as 2016, because the trend, once other people catch it, it becomes competitive. Simple supply and demand. So I opened this for a test group in January, and then I closed it. Now I'm opening it back up. Who's gonna get in it? Now there's success, and you know, now there's testimonials. But you can just Google this. Guy makes $15 million renting out properties in London. Okay? He didn't have to own any. There was no credit check. There was nothing. It's just you start working out a deal, and we'll show you samples of how do you work out a deal. We'll talk about the commission splits. There's so much stuff for pennies on the dollar. You know that people are spending at least easy $20,000 to $120,000 on a college degree in business and all this stuff, and people can't get a job. I'm giving you an exact blueprint formula for a job you can create on your own. So if you're unemployed, best way to not be unemployed is create your own employment. So I got this laid out for you. I'm opening the group, I'm putting a link, jump in. You have less than 5 days. For those of you who are of the mind that you understand to catch trends early, congratulations. For those of you who are skeptical, thank you, because you keep the market from getting flooded. Anyway, I guess that's kind of a little sarcasm, but it's true. So from Russell Square, signing off. I'll be back in the US hopefully soon.